back tuning into today's second video. I've got to apologise for the fiasco that the first video turned into. I tried something a bit different with some slides that were running through at 3-hourly intervals, and the whole thing turned into a bit of a disaster, messed up the timing and everything on the video. So really sorry and apologies for that. Hopefully this will be a bit more straightforward. If we look at the thunderstorms and the heat that we've had today, it's been a really hot day today. Temperatures did get up to 33 degrees at Heathrow. That's around 93 Fahrenheit, so it has been a very, very hot day indeed. It's all building up and building up and building up in the atmosphere like a pressure cooker, and things are going to go pop. In fact, things are already starting to go pop. You have a look at the radar picture, we can see that yes, we're starting to generate those storms in the heat and the humidity of the day. Not much at the moment, but there are some storms being set off across parts of southern England, from around Dorset stretching up towards say the South Midlands. Parts of Oxfordshire also getting some storms beginning to spark off just at the moment. It's going to be the way we keep things going through the rest of the evening. Those storms will slowly but surely start to build up, start to generate as that heat and humidity, but a very humid day starts to reach its peak in the atmosphere. The atmosphere is getting to the point where it just can't take anymore, and I say the pressure cooker, the whole thing's going to blow. So this is the NAE model, for the high resolution model from the UK Met Office. This is website Weather Online, and this is the precipitation forecast for 6 o'clock in the evening. We see we've got a few storms breaking out there. Just past 6 o'clock, of course. I'm doing this at 6:40, showing some storms breaking sporadically. And notice that the storms here have been indicated in the Midlands, North East England. We know from the radar picture that actually it's further south just at the moment. So this is just telling us, really, you do have to be careful with these forecasts. Where it's showing the precipitation isn't necessarily where the precipitation will be occurring. You do always have to keep that in mind with rainfall forecasts for thunderstorms. They're by nature very, very hard to pin down. This will be NAE forecast for midnight tonight. We're seeing more storms have developed. Again, don't take the areas too literally, but parts of northern England down into the Midlands, central southern England down in towards the West Country as well, at risk of seeing some thunderstorms by midnight. As we go through to 6 o'clock in the morning, the NAE model then sort of explodes everything into life between midnight and 6 o'clock. So we've got a lot of rainfall here across North East England, coming down in towards the Midlands, East Anglia, South East England will include the London area, stretching along the south coast. Again, you can't take that area too literally, but it's sort of a suggestion that almost anywhere across England and Wales could be seeing big storms through the course of the night. As we go through to lunchtime on Tuesday, midday Tuesday, those storms, the Thursday area storms across parts of East England actually dying out, but more heavy rain and storms coming into the south. I think some of that be prolonged rain. We may see prolonged sort of thundery rain beginning to develop and push northwards out of the south coast, and by the time we get through to 6 o'clock in the evening, well, the suggestion is that really much of England is at risk of heavy rain or thunderstorms, stretching from northern England down into the Midlands, parts of central southern England into eastern England as well. Some of this will be prolonged rain showers merging into longer spells of rain. Some of it will just be thunderstorms again, and some places will miss all of the rain and stay completely dry. So although this looks like a general area of heavy rain stretching from southern Scotland down to southern England, it's not quite that straightforward, and there will always be complications along the way with this sort of pattern. Now, there's very little movement with that precipitation area from 6 o'clock in the evening to midnight on Wednesday, and what's happening here is that a cold front is coming in from the west, meeting that heat across the country to the east. It's stalling. The suggestion that the cold front is stalling, and along that stalling front there could be some really torrential rain getting going tomorrow evening. These deep blue colours indicating through the Midlands and parts of northern England some very, very, very wet weather indeed. Again, where that stall occurs, it's a bit uncertain. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a bit further east, but look what the model, NAE model, is predicted by the time we get through to 6 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. The purple colours are showing up there across northern England, stretching down into the north and the east Midlands through parts of Lincolnshire as well. That's very, very torrential rain. If that was to occur in that area, there would be flooding, and wherever that occurs, wherever that stall takes place of the cold front, there is definitely going to be the risk of flooding. So it will be one to keep an eye on if you're near a river or a stream across low-lying areas of eastern and northern England. It will be one to keep an eye on, because there will be flooding wherever that stalling of the cold front occurs, assuming it does occur, of course. as far as the NAE model goes, it's midday on Wednesday, and then the storms and the heavy rain are clearing away to the east and to the northeast. There will be a lot of thunder associated with this because it's got very high convective potential. As I say, it's been a very hot and humid day. These are the convective potential charts, the CAPE charts, from the GFS model. The yellow, orange and red colours indicating intense convective possibilities. So wherever storms occur, yes, the atmosphere will support lightning and thunder, and that goes on into midnight tonight through into 6 o'clock in the morning. The colours ease down, but they're still suggesting green, indicating that any precipitation that's around him at 6 o'clock in the morning is likely to be thundery. And once you get through to tomorrow afternoon, again, the orange, yellow and red colours are coming back here for eastern parts of England. So again, the suggestion is that there's likely to be a lot of heavy rain, a lot of lightning and thunder as well. Finally, having a look at the total precipitation forecast from the NAE model, and we see that model is going widely for anything between around 10 and 30 millimetres. But where that stall occurs, where we get the heaviest of the rain, this is for 48 hours, I should say. This is the precipitation rates up to midday on Wednesday. Where that stall occurs later tomorrow and into tomorrow night, it's suggesting anything up to 70-80 millimetres there across parts of northern England, stretching down into central and eastern parts of the Midlands. Again, I have to emphasise you can't take that too literally, because where that stall occurs is very uncertain. It could be further east than that's suggesting. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. The storm may not occur at all. The cold front could just push through. But if assuming the storm does occur at the cold front later tomorrow, the prospect is there for some really, really torrential rain. So there's going to be a lot of thunderstorms around over the next few hours, a lot of heavy rain, a lot of lightning as well. There will be hail also thrown in with that. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little tornado being sparked up as well, maybe here and there. So a lot going on. If you enjoyed the thunder and lightning, and you get one, you get a storm. Not everywhere will get them. I have to emphasise that again. Not everywhere will get storms. Always a nature with storms, someplace be out. But if you enjoy it and you get one, then just make most of it and enjoy it. But lightning will be very intense, so do take care in the lightning. If you go outside, take care, take all the precautions that you have to take for thunderstorm watching, because there will be some very big flashes of lightning around for some places. And just really enjoy it. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.